should always be ready when you say mics are hot, and I'm never ready. I'm like, wait, my emotional support book. Like, hello, it is Monday, and we are going to be playing games today.
Gummies.
I forgot my words.
Yay.
We're playing something. Anyway, so, hello, this is Rise of Tiamat. This is a 5th edition module that I run out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign, published by that one game company that we all know. And anyway, but that's besides the point. So, do we have any fun announcements before we get into our game?
Be excellent to each other.
I was like, nobody speak all at once. God. I'm sorry.
Early,
so
but
enthusiastic.
it is going to be a certain someone's birthday very soon.
Oh yeah, before we play again, it will be.
Uh-huh. So a happy early birthday to our DM, the Mr. Vic.
What? I'm gonna log off now.
You're not allowed. You have to kill us with dragons.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yep.
Bye.
You don't have to kill us, but you can scare us.
Goodbye. No, I traumatized you enough. I promised you guys a little break so that you can collect yourselves and...
We can get more trauma.
Yeah, you're right. Strangers in the same room as you all. So, good luck with that. Like, hello, I am here to give you more trauma.
Let's go gambling. Aw, dang it.
Always take more trauma.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, dang it. So... Yes, I have almost completed another revolution around the sun. So, hooray!
I'm not trying to brag.
I've hit level 33, and I'm just waiting for the part where I actually get good feats because mine suck right now. They're broken.
I just want good knees, bro.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I don't know if anyone heard that.
Not on this.
Yeah, you're lucky then.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, I jump scare Vic now when I see
You jump scared your husband, is what you did.
Probably did.
Yeah, I saw
Damn,
that.
he has a heart condition. You can't do that.
Fair.
Anyway, so let us do our introductions. So, hi, I'm Vic. I am apparently the birthday boy today, as my birthday's not for another week.
Said it was early.
Huh?
Said it was early.
Yeah, it's very early, but yeah, we won't be streaming next week, so we can't say it then. So.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
I'm the birthday boy for now. And sharing the same plane of existence, but she's downstairs because our AC is broken and her computer is too. Tabby, who are you playing today?
Hello, everybody. I am Tabatha. I'm going to be playing Patient / Rosemary, the Tiefling, Sorcerer / Ranger.
Very nice. Very nice. Jesus, who are you playing today?
Hello, I'm playing Tarsius' card that got switched with a beautiful fairy.
Whoops.
As I'm gonna try to figure that one out.
Maybe one day he'll earn his wings.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
That would be precious.
Gets the tiniest little fairy wings like right there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll take your bull if you will.
Yeah, so I'm playing Tarsius Chadington. He is a Minotaur barbarian fighter who just wants to be a good boy and do good boy things with all the good boy things that are allowed to be done.
Okay. And Jeremiah, who are you playing today? So I see that Cordelia's card is up and not...
Yes,
the beautiful.
sorry. That
Gosh.
was... Bye.
There he is.
Oh.
It's like playing peekaboo.
We good.
I am playing Cordelia Chadington, the Medusa fighter rogue blood hunt.
Who is now officially part of your own order. Congrats.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Next
Very nice.
level, I'm gonna be something else.
Yeah. Things are about to get real interesting. And so for the babysitter of the group, hey, Nick, who are you playing today?
Hello, I'm Nick. I'm going to be playing Myria, She is a fairy, cleric, and rune knight fighter, and is very tired.
Very tired and racking up on favors that are owed to her.
Oh yeah, Beerus is gonna have such a shit list.
Yep.
So is Stranger at this point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I'm sure you don't. You'll figure it out, though.
And probably most traumatized for last. Sydney, who are you playing today?
I'm Sydney. I will be playing Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the human rune knight paladin. Yeah.
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 All right.
Wow.
Well, good thing is it's a nice, chill session to collect us on all the trauma that we just faced beforehand. So
Oh.
it'll be great. So let us roll that bean footage.
All right, rolling.
Oh, hi. As I panic scroll through Roll20 to delete things. Oh yeah, let me
Oh, yeah.
get rid of this. 'Cause I don't. Well, no, I'm gonna keep
Look at
that.
this beautiful artwork our dungeon master has created for us. As
I
Mrs. Mouse
all
is not
used
doing
through.
anything.
All used through the power of Incarnate.
It's such a beautiful fucking website. I swear.
That's they just updated to where now you have sci-fi maps too.
I
So
know I saw some other stuff. If you're doing a
I'm so
cyberpunk
excited.
game or like even post-apocalyptic stuff on there, they have this like Mesteca section that is
Ooh.
fucking
Oh
beautiful.
yeah, I used some stuff for a map today. By some I mean one thing. I was like, I want this.
I mean, hey, as long as it's a beautiful, it's a nice little stamp and like nice.
All right, come on, Aunt Betsy, get on the fucking map. Here we are.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
There she is.
I love her. I
Oh,
love her so
oh,
much.
There she is.
Yay!
There
Yeah, let
she
me put her.
is.
Let me post her full art on our Discord so we can all stare at her.
Oh, camera over here.
God.
I'm so happy.
She is. Look at her.
every single eyeball got
Aunt
my
Betsy.
Yeah, I absolutely love
There we
that.
are.
Absolutely.
That is our art of Aunt Betsy.
I love her apron.
Yes.
Apron. I love
I mean,
it.
she's working in the kitchen. She needs her apron on, otherwise she's gonna get her dress messy.
Of course.
Bro,
Yeah.
I
Flawless.
can say this because I know she ain't watching this because she's old. You remember Mrs. Wofford, the choir teacher from high school?
I love how you're bringing real
Yes.
people into this.
You made her.
I did. I just am. Oh my god.
It's
I
okay.
just
She's like
embodied her.
70 or 80 something years old and retired. And
She
not
doesn't
very-
know what the internet is. Like, it's fine.
Little do you know, she is our number one fan.
Oh,
God. Hi, Mrs. Wofford.
yeah, hi, Miss Wofford. It's been a while.
I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm
No,
not.
So
we're not.
What are you gonna do?
What
What are you gonna do?
are you gonna do? Fail us?
the pearls.
You're gonna
are
come up here to
those considered
Cincinnati?
necklaces, or
Yes, they should all have their own little
Or
delicate strings of pearl.
eyeballs.
Yes.
I don't know.
She
I
puts
love
all those
it.
eyelashes on every morning.
Like she
She's
can create
secret.
him into reality, but she's like, no, one at a time, a single lash
One at a time, honey.
Perfection.
And I need for context when I do speak as her, I want you to know that in my head she sounds just like Blanche Devereaux from Golden Girls. So that's what
Yeah.
we're working with.
Perfect.
So, recap now, as I finally have our beautiful Aunt Betsy on the map.
One of my favorite things that ever came out of my brain.
I love her so much. So, you guys have witnessed the destruction of Waterdeep as Tiamat has sent her top general. She had sent her top general Cormorant, a ancient red dragon who was on a personal mission to ascend to the status of a great worm. And during your fight, as he was trying to take the mask, the blue dragon mask from you, the last mask that is needed by the cult to help summon Tiamat out of the Nine Hells, you all managed to escape. You know, literally by the skin of your teeth at this point. As you guys were back and forth with him taking Patience and then everyone taking Patience back, Patience rescuing herself, it was fucking hectic. But you managed to successfully create your teleportation circle. You got out of there. You made it to the High Forest, just as you have watched him ascend and just drop like a massive meteor onto Waterdeep. You found first you found a familiar face out in the High Forest woods as you guys were walking, looking for a safe place to rest for now, to kind of collect yourself and heal your wounds and plan your next step. You found Stranger hanging out in the woods, waiting for you all, and he knocked on a door that appeared on a tree. And when you stepped in, you were greeted into the familiar abode of Aunt Betsy the Beholder. As you have all met her before on your previous journeys, as she had offered you warm food and a nice cozy space to rest your heads while you were off trying to find who was causing the High Forest to be so corrupted and what happened to Patience's parents. But now you're here once again, having tea, eating freshly baked fruit pies, as you're all kind of trying to figure out what the next plan of action is. And that is when Gala and Janva had kind of limped their way into the cottage, followed by a familiar donkey friend. As I will say that they will take their seats over here on the chase. As Janva's kind of working to kind of collect herself, like heal up what bits of scrapes and bruises that she has left that wasn't already taken care of from Myria. As you are all sitting, Aunt Betsy is cooking up a storm in the kitchen with her one lizard folk assistant. As she would have explained to you, she's like, usually I have a, what do they call it? A collection of kobolds. Usually they're around here helping me, but they needed to take sabbatical because they were telling me how their goddess was about to come into the world and rain death and fire and destruction. And I just couldn't. That
A religious holiday.
religion is important to me.
Oh my
so they're all on PTO right now.
god.
Yes. Love it.
Mhm. But we have our good friend Hunger here helping me.
What?
Now his name is Hunger because that's all he really says to me. It's the only word in common he knows.
That's fair.
But they're in the kitchen cooking, and hi, champ. So what is everybody doing as Gala and Janva take a seat? And Janva's starting to kind of like peel off bits of her armor. You see parts of the metal kind of slightly looks like it was melted by the intense heat of what had happened in Waterdeep.
I think Tarsius is probably still asleep. Honestly.
Tarsius is taking a little. He's taking a little neenie. You got your like nice blanket pulled up to your chin, very nice and cozy.
ETs are sticking out.
Yeah, your little hoopsies are just sticking out from under the blanket.
Myria would kind of like float her way over here and just be like, so what is the general plan? Because we can't exactly stay here until God knows when. Do we have an escape plan of some sort? Because we have their mask that they're after, and quite frankly, I don't care to be in the jaws of that red motherfucker again.
Nope.
Janva just kind of takes a breath, and she kind of like shakily takes a teacup. She takes a sip to collect herself. Just breathes, just like. So I suppose the plan right now is to make sure they don't get the mask. But
I can imagine Myria just did just that exact move too.
yeah. Why are you looking at me like that?
We know that's the general plan, but how exactly are we going to keep it away from them? He sacked an entire fucking city in less than an hour. And now he's apparently ascended to some sort of demigodhood of some gobshite.
I'm very aware. Yes. So I don't know what and all that entails. For what he can do, what now his new scope of abilities are, and I mean, he just he flew off when he ascended, so he's probably heading back to either the well or his fortress, which is the last defense just before the well.
Oh, great.
So yeah, in order to get to the well, you have to go through the red gate.
Fantastic. Did the rest of the not chromatics, the metallics live?
Yes, they're fine. They're licking their wounds now.
Understandably so. Alright, so what all I've got a glaive and a dragon flying spear and some fucking dragon hide. That's all I got left. Everything else I used to try and get out of the jaws of that motherfucker. And to save the little squirt over there. I don't know if we have a whole hell of a lot of heavy hitting things that can go against essentially a god. Well, what is the general? What the fuck are we doing?
It's a great question.
Fantastic. Do we have any other allies?
We do. We have several, and she'll explain to you, since you are new to this faction, there is an entire army that had been built over the course of this past year, containing several paladin orders, one of them being headed by the paladin Ontharr Froom, which stranger basically just like, yeah, technically there's someone that we're kind of like, what is it, 6 degrees separation? Maybe it's 3 at this point with, she's always bringing him over, so acting all lovey-dovey with each other because that's her husband or whatever. I mean, save it for your bedroom, first of all.
Just because you don't know what that feels like doesn't mean you can bash on anyone else who's doing
Yes,
it.
it does. That's exactly why I do it. I'm so bitter and alone, I have to make fun of everyone that is happy and stable with their life.
Oh, please, you have enough
Matt,
trees to fill your heart.
I can imagine the side eye he's probably getting from Cole, but that's just me.
Yeah, honestly, it's just like, bitch, what the fuck? Anyway, so, yeah, there's an aren't we? I'm not even a part of this. Look at me, pretending to care. Yeah, so there is an army or something. Eventually, and he's gonna point at Hawk. It's like, which, by the way, your sister is fucking the head of that army. So congrats. On top of that, I believe, and he kind of like generally points at Janva, just like, yeah, these two have like giants, cloud giants helping them out. They have a whole floating castle business. Janva's like, yeah, we have Skyreach Castle still as a stronghold.
So, question being to you then, we can't destroy the fucking mask. It's apparently not indestructible. Can we destroy the well?
I mean,
Well,
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 suddenly Arian bursts through the door.
right.
Oh god.
Well, in that case.
High force, I wouldn't be surprised.
He's out there being chased by a bear, probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably.
Anyway,
Lena!
he's gonna get smacked. He's gonna get smacked by a bear so hard he's gonna end up in another dimension.
God.
I'm convinced. Anyway,
Anyway,
Lena lives the
yeah.
rest of her life in peace.
I will say, while this discussion amongst adults is going on, Patience is actually gonna pull the mask out of her bag just to look at it.
okay, and you do, and you pull out the mask, and it's this, for anybody seeing it for the first time, it is this beautiful intricate leather work, like literally crafted out of, like, if you stare at it close enough, crafted out of the hide of a blue dragon. As you see, like, these glittering blue scales, like these intricate rune work just kind of like going up and around the eyepieces. You see bits of the horn incorporated also as well, and then like the signature like rhinoceros horn that comes out of the front of the blue dragon. And Patience, when you're holding it over, you feel this immense like arcanic power that just kind of pulses this mask with life.
Ooh, pretty.
And it's
Neat.
very tingly to the touch because of the the blue magic.
I can imagine she's holding it and like tips of her hair is like doing like if you're like static electricity.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, kind of like that.
Ew. She's just gonna kind of look at it and it's like, so again, this thing is that special. Like, it's literally a peak. I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of arcane magic, but
Hawk, like,
John.
kid, you're holding the end of the world in your hands.
John was like, yes, that is the key. It's supposed to be combined with the other four masks. Okay, and back to it. All
sorry
right,
guys.
Yeah.
Computer
No, you're good.
decided to explode.
Yeah, computers do that sometimes.
yep.
All right, well, now
Yes,
that
they
we are
do.
back, so basically, you asked what the purpose of the mask was, what it does, and Janva is telling you that this is a part of a bigger whole, and that the entire point was that Severin was given the task of collecting all 5 dragon masks, one for each chromatic color. And the blue mask is the last one, and once they finally have all 5 of those masks together, the masks will combine into what is known as the Crown of the Dragon Queen. And that crown for the wearer is going to give them the power as well as the knowledge to conduct a ritual that will allow for them to open the prison in hell for Tiamat, and for Tiamat to have the opportunity to ascend into her corporeal form and run amok through, the material plane.
So, question then. Does the mask just allow them to only summon Tiamat, essentially? Or you just said that it gives ungodly power. If we were to take the crown of the Dragon Queen or whatever the fuck it combines into, couldn't we just use it to make sure that she can never come back?
Considering that this is a relic that was created by Tiamat herself, there's a high chance that the wearer of that crown is going to be very susceptible to her influence.
That makes more sense, yeah. Okay.
I feel like when Jonathan mentioned susceptible to influences, Patience is getting ready to put on the mask.
They call it
And
a mask.
then
Sorry, they call it the Mask of the Dragon Queen, but I think it looks like a crown, so I'm calling it a crown. Fuck off.
Yeah, but still, like when she mentions, oh, they'll be susceptible to her influence, Patience immediately lowers the mask.
That is a risk that you have to run with those things.
That means I'd hear her in my head if I put this thing on.
Yes, and there's a chance that if you put that mask on, it will give her knowledge of where her mask is.
Oh yeah, no, hell no. She'll just put it back in the bag.
Put that thing back where it came from.
Or so help me.
No.
So, as this conversation is going on, the door to the cottage swings open once again. And I forgot that there's no music playing, and I apologize for that. I was like, it is dead
Okay.
quiet. Hold on. One moment. Let me find a nice, calm tune. We are going to be giving... Going with this one?
Boys.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll roll with this one. Whatever. Anyway. So the door swings open, and you are immediately met by kind of a clamor of conversation happening, a very fast-talking conversation happening as two individuals enter. Two individuals that, Myria, you recognize very well. One of them, you have his number, for sure. As everybody else is greeted, the first thing you hear is... well, for everybody else, you recognize this woman as she very brashly snaps back, like, okay, look here, you dusty-ass bunny slipper. As you are all greeted with the sight of Alina, the half-elven bard who had adventured with you previously. And she is accompanied by a Harengon, a tall humanoid rabbit folk looking person that has copper fur. The bits of copper fur kind of are a bit scraggly, and there's like a tinge of whiteness to it from age, more or less. But he's very, very scraggly, very gangly. As he walks in, just very his arms, hands shoved in the pockets of his coat, as he's just very lackadaisical about getting yelled at by this bard for the umpteenth time. It's just I don't know why you're being so mad. I'm just saying how it is.
Patience looking over. Hi, Alina.
She's just looks. She's like, oh great, there's people here. Oh wait, I know you guys. Hi, and stranger from the couch, just see, I told you I knew your sister. As Hawk, you kind of look up from your moping, and you see a woman who resembles Helene a great deal. But she's got, stubby elf ears. Her hair's kind of chopped short, but it's the same brownish color. Same amber cognac-colored eyes. She's just kind of standing there, like, wearing her bardic attire, just hand on her hip as she's just, like, assessing everyone. You all hear and feel a very loud thumping on the ground as Luther's tail is just going, and he gets up and he scoots over.
Buddy.
So he's super excited to see his mother, and he's just shoving his nose at her and just doing whole body wiggles as she's just scratching at the underside of his chin.
Giant Daisy is what it is.
Yeah, basically. I'll say that the tail it whacks into your chair enough, Tarsius, that it's gonna wake you up.
It's morning already. Oh,
She's just like, yes, I know, that's my baby. Yes, my baby. Yes, and she's like, all right, go, get out of my face. And she basically just like moves his head around.
Love me,
and he
leave
just
me alone.
like, let me, and he just like runs back over to his bed and just lays there and huffs. As the Harengon just kind of stands there, like, kind of ascertaining everyone. And looks to Stranger and is just like, well, color me surprised. I didn't know you had friends. The Stranger's just like, I have associates, thank you very much. Acquaintances, more or less. That's how I make my social circles. I just kind of latch onto one person and then I steal all of their friends.
Yikes.
Call me a social vampire, if you will.
You literally
Wow.
are a vampire, you fuck. And you scraggly rabbit bitch.
Oh,
Some
as
fucking favor.
Myria directs all of her anger.
All 2 feet of her is like up in the rabbit's face, just cussing him up one side and down the others, and letting him know that he now owes her at least 2 favors.
I mean, in all fairness, you are doing me a favor.
Aye.
And in all fairness, you had to listen to Stranger, and his definition of favors is a little different from mine.
Aye, that's very true. That's why you're owing me at least 2 now, because otherwise it would have been you in the fucking dragon's mouth, not me.
Well, I mean, you're doing a fine job babysitting.
Patience. Sitting there watching all this and just cranes her head up to look up at her dad and just be like, Dad, you okay? You've seen a looking nigga at ghost.
It's like, I'm great. I'm great. I'm fine.
On his own personal hell.
As the Harengon, as you will all know him as Beerus. Beerus Bolin, he'll kind of like lean past Myria, and he's just like, oh, look at the wee sprout. It's not a little lump of coal anymore. And he's just gonna kind of stride past you, and he's gonna take a seat on the edge of this chair. Just kind of like props his elbow on his knee. As he's just like, so, how's fatherhood faring for you? I see you're starting to get the gray hairs. Isn't it fun when they turn out just like you? So Lena's gonna go, and she'll walk over, and she's gonna just shove Stranger off the back of the couch, and you just like hear him like all bony 90 pounds just fall behind. As she just starts like helping herself to tea and pie.
Hawk has not stopped staring at her since she walked in. Since he looked at her. And not
she's-
like not in staring in like a creepy way, just like in a like he is so confused. And like he's like, If everybody hadn't talked to her, I'd think I was hallucinating. I don't understand what's happening.
And she's
Patience.
not as mannerful as Helene is when it comes to enjoying her treats. She's just sitting there, just like eating the pie with her hand, like just kind of like hovering it, and like she doesn't even like look in your direction. Where she's just like, "I'm gonna have to charge you if you keep staring at me."
Who?
Yeah. Yes. Can you speak? Come on. I believe in you. Form a sentence. You got this.
Hawk is literally gonna like reach over the back of the sofa because he's so tall. He just has to lean back and reach over the back of the sofa and pick Stranger up.
Whoop! Slides him over like a limp ferret.
Explain.
I said what I said. I've been hanging out with your... Anytime you ask me where I'm going, I say I'm going to go, commit crimes with your sister. This is the sister. And Alina just stops. She's like, okay, hold the fucking... No, wait, hold the sending stone. You... Is this what you mean when you say that you're going to go hang out with my brother? Are you for fucking real?
Surprised it fucking took you that long to figure this out.
Like, I mean, I don't lie.
The withering look.
Yeah,
The withering look
yeah.
that he's about to receive. From whichever Hawkins, honestly.
I do it. Like, literally everyone that knows Stranger is just giving him a look. Like, I have never told a lie in my life. And I will tell you, and I will say right now. It's like, congratulations. It's like good old Nicodemus, and he just like pats your cheek. And then he reaches over to Alina. She's like, if you touch me, I'm gonna rip your hand off.
I'm just looking at Cordelia
just, like,
and be like,
awkwardly-
"What's going on here? Grab some pie."
Awkwardly hovers his hand over her shoulder and gives a little air pat.
Not
It's like-
touching you.
And it's like, and dear, not touching you. It's like, dear, sweet, dainty, elegant Alina, this is your brother. I believe I've deduced that it is paternal by association. So I'd say that your dad has some explaining to do, but if you want, I can get to speak to Dead Scroll.
Wow.
Hawk is like,
Anyway, enjoy this family reunion. Goodbye. And he slides back over the couch. He's gonna go slink into this other side of the seat.
like he's just draped himself over the chair, leaning on Barris.
Yeah. Because they're just watching. They're waiting for the chaos to happen.
Oh, most definitely.
As Alina's just like, she's just like taking a moment to register. She's like, wait, he looks nothing like me. And everyone's looking at them. They do have a resemblance. She does look just like Helene. Like, you see the resemblance. You're like,
Hawk is gonna be like, do you own a mirror? You.
do you?
Yes. Silly question. You do look just bless.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Everybody in this house is sneezing up a storm.
Right? It's because of all the dust that you vacuumed out of your fan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, probably. My bad.
Stranger looks at Barris like, see, this is what I say. You get your fucking hair everywhere. Gonna have to enchant Aunt Betsy an air purifier just every time you walk in.
Dude, I feel
Yeah, the fucking automatic mop for every time you step on the floor.
And the ceiling, don't forget the ceiling.
God.
And the walls and everything else.
Yeah, Hawkins gonna sit there and be like, "You look."
You look.
If
Finish
I
it.
hadn't,
Come on.
If I had seen you from a distance, I would have confused you. For my
Well, you look confused right now.
Are you not phased?
No, I'm mostly annoyed.
Fallon.
You keep staring at me. 2, that greasy little cretin over there is telling me that I'm related to you in some way. Which, first of all, ew.
Wow. You look.
Yeah.
I mean,
You look like me. Are you?
Well, that's kind of narcissistic.
You look just like my younger sister.
I don't know who that is. So
That's fine, and you probably never will. Your eyes are the same color as one of mine. And my dad's. And you. Is...
it's like, well, that's great. 1, I don't have a dad. 2, the one person who claims that is my dad is the most annoying person in the world.
couldn't be worse than mine. Ours.
Just stop saying that. Too much.
Look.
And she looks at you.
My parents just... The last week, maybe almost 2 weeks. The last week, I've lost my entire family. They're gone. That is not an entirely bad thing in the case of father. However, isn't it? I mean, wouldn't you think it's a comfort to know that there's someone in the world you're related to? Like, by blood?
I mean, to be honest, which, first of all, sorry about your family, that sucks. But no, because I don't know you. I don't know what kind... like, if I'm to be related to someone by blood, I kind of need to... It would be more of a comfort if I knew them, but I don't know you. And I don't know what kind of person you are. I don't care to know anything right now. I just, and she's just going to collect her snack and her tea, and she'd be like, I'm just going to go to my room. You have fun figuring this out, but you can do it away from me. So, goodbye. And she's going to just get up, and she's going to whistle for Luther, and Luther's going to follow her as well as she goes through this door, and she's going to disappear into the hallway.
He's standing like, wait, no. And he looks at the other members like, what was her name?
Alina.
Alina. Like, we're crossing, we're following.
Okay. Sure.
Patient's just being like, I don't know if that's a great idea. Something consent. You should listen to. Okay, and he's gone.
He stopped. He stopped short of the door.
Yeah.
He probably got to the door.
All right.
And he's like, Patience will say that, and he's just gonna be like, take a deep breath.
Okay. Which I will say, when you get to the door, you will hear Aunt Betsy fussing on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah.
at Alina.
Yeah. Naturally. It's just the usual kind of, older, like, maternal figure bits where it's just like, oh my god, where have you been? Look at you tracking all this mud into my house. Like, you need someone to wipe your face, like that kind of stuff.
I just prestidigitated in here.
Yeah. Like, she just cleaned up. She just used the spell. She used one of her eye stalks that has a cleaning beam. Like,
Right. That would be so nice.
That's awesome, to be honest.
fantastic. It's like, I just petrify all the dust and then I just collect it. So much easier.
I use it for sand in my Zen garden.
Got a nice Zen garden if you need to
Right.
recenter yourself, realign your chakras.
Hawk would pause at that door and then knock. Because he doesn't really know exactly where this door goes.
So you knock and you just hear Alina go, it's a hallway.
He opens the door and walks in.
Okay. And so, now that you're in the hallway, Aunt Betsy notices you. Like 3 of her eye stalks turn to look at you. And then, like 2 more are looking at Alina along with her main eye. As she's just like, wait a minute. Oh, my stars. Is he the one Stranger's been talking about all this time? Is this your brother? And Alina just rolls her eyes. She's just like, again, Stranger is full of shit. And she's like, there will be no cussing in my house. You know better than that.
There'll be no bitching in my fucking kitchen.
No bitching in my fucking kitchen.
Hawk, like, in her defense, she's not wrong.
I know he's a little off sometimes, but he means well. Stranger in the other room, like, older women love me.
Oh my god.
An older woman says
I'm like,
or honey, like
right, my heart. Like I'm like the endearing stray skunk that comes up to the patio that the old lady confuses for her house cat.
Hawk, like, they only like you because they can't smell you.
Yes. They can't smell me, can't see me.
No.
And she's just like, well, hold on, let me put my readers on.
Oh god.
And then several glasses materialize over all of the eyes. She's just like, no, you look just like each other. Oh, I just think that's so sweet. How nice of him to reunite 2 lost siblings together. Oh, now you can be a little family. Oh, Declan will be so excited. I need to message him. And Alina's like, do not call that man. Please, I beg you, do not call that man.
Who's Declan?
Oh, that's her father. He's not my dad. He's not my dad. He likes to think he is, but he is not.
Gotcha.
She's just like, and she just keeps walking. And Luther follows her, and she's gonna go all the way to this door.
He's literally gonna keep... Alina, please. Please.
What do you want?
A chance.
No. Right now, see, no. What this is right here. You are fresh off the trauma boat. I'm not going to be a part of this. I need you to take a minute to figure yourself out before you start emotionally attaching yourself to me. Because I do not know who you are. You are a complete stranger that my very loving aunt had welcomed into her home because she's a gracious and hospitable host. And she's like, well, thank you, my dear.
Hawk
I
like
try-
nodding like you really are. You are so kind.
Oh, you're so sweet. Just,
I hear you.
I mean, do you? Because you keep following me.
I might be stubborn and stupid.
Betsy's like, see, you have so much in common. And she just goes back to the kitchen.
I fucked some things up, and I fucked some things up lately, big time. I don't.
Yeah?
I mean, who
And
have
what-
ever been a catalyst for the end of the world by calling a deity a bitch?
You called a deity a bitch.
Called Tiamat a bitch.
I mean, you think she'd know.
Right? That was my thought, and then she went and possessed my other sister to make her her avatar. Oh Jesus fucking Christ, Moose!
Oh,
I'm sitting here talking, and all of a sudden Moose just puts his foot on my foot, and I didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't.
it's a stranger.
Oh.
It was strangers like little clawed grippers going, would you like to hold my hand?
No.
You need
Oh,
an
that was-
emotional support hand.
Right.
But he's doing it with his foot. That's worse.
Good.
Claws and everything.
Put
Yeah,
those
it's
grippers
claws.
away. I haven't clipped my toenails.
Oh,
in
that's
half a
like, okay.
century. He's gonna sit there and be like, How about a drink? One drink. You don't even have to talk to me while we drink it.
Fine. Whatever. Fine. Okay. And she's gonna reach for and it looks at first like this is just like this right here is like a wall relief. Just like a statue. And she pulls at the hand and you hear like this click and then there's like this kind of surge of magic, and when she opens the door, you are greeted by fresh air and treetops as she walks into this room that it looks like almost like a tree house of sorts. And she just she motions Luther in, and then she like looks at you like, "Come on."
And he's like, yep, okay. We're
Okay.
listening, we're following directions.
So you will go into Alina's room, and we will come back to that in a minute. What is everybody else doing?
Patience is sitting there and looking across at Beerus and just going, so how do you know my dad?
I love this. Already.
Well, let's just say that me and Stranger, he's gonna like put his hand on Stranger's shoulder and just like, we're like practically like parents for the wee lad. We've raised him after all. Stranger's like, well, yes, technically. You can, if you want, you can call me Grandma.
I am learning so much about this family. I love it.
But if you want, we can continue this conversation somewhere a little more academic. As he's kind of like doing little like claw hands with his fingers as he's looking at the dragon mask that you're holding, Patience. Just like we could go down and I could have it assessed in my laboratory.
She's gonna just like pull it back a little bit and just kind of squint, and it's like, and what do I get out of it?
Forbidden knowledge and secrets abound.
See, but my grandpa can do that for me.
I'll let you play with some bones. They're really nice bones, really big ones too.
You can also see his collection of teeth and other various body parts that he has lying around.
Ooh.
I forgot about Archibald. Darn. He was our third roommate. We forgot to water him. And feed him.
So wait, what kind
Anyway.
of skull? What kind of bone are we talking here?
Talking about real nice bones. I got the few femurs. There's really big sharp teeth. It's attached to a very big skull of something.
Oh, she just comes back to Cole. My daddy has a skull.
We know. We're aware. Cole's like, I'm not bringing him out. I'm not gonna bring him out. Just you know what? Just this once, you can go. You have fun. You talk to them, learn what you're gonna learn. I'm gonna be up here, just having a moment.
Ooh.
Is this what a midlife crisis is?
Yes.
Okay. She's just gonna reach a hand out and just pat Cole's shoulder.
He's just going to take he's going to take a cup of tea, and then he's going to reach into his coat, and he's going to pull out a flask, and he's going to pour whatever's in that flask into the tea. It's just like, he looks to Stranger embarrassed. Please bring her back in one piece. Stranger's like, I am very insulted that you would assume that we would harm your child. I mean, look how you turned out. I think we did a great job. We did a really good job. I'm so proud of you. You've only pissed off 2 archdevils.
He wasn't the only one that pissed off the god this time.
Nope. So good job. Very proud of you. So if you guys want, you can follow Stranger and Beerus down to their secret lab, as they call it, to have the mask studied. Learn the forbidden secrets of the world.
Ooh.
Plan.
She's curious.
Which they will walk over here to this door. To what looks like a relief of a statue holding a book.
Patience is just gonna step up Ren and just bring him there.
Coop. Alright. Yeah, I'll put you right there. Ooh, patience. Alright, Tarsius, Cordelia, what are you guys doing?
Look at everyone here and like nervously twiddle my thumbs. Does anyone want to play Houses and Humans?
Oh, buddy.
Oh. How do you... As Gala's like, what is that?
Okay, so
Okay.
like the excitement comes up, they like gotta calm down. Okay.
Yeah, when Gala asks, like, what is that? Cordelia's gonna roll her eyes. She's like, here we go.
I was like, okay, here we go.
So first,
Cordelia's eyes glaze over.
you make a character class. There is the smarty pants, so you can go like lawyer, doctor. There is the noble class, so you can be like farmer, firefighter. And then you have attributes such as courage and strength, dexterity, and then you essentially pretend to be someone else for a bit. And I am the maze master, and and we go through different scenarios. I have
Wouldn't you be technically the HOA?
HOA, and I have different scenarios here. I have the kids get off my lawn book that I have memorized. If you guys would like to play, gets out a little section from a pouch that he's like barely opened, and like a set of little dice and little minis that he's painted all messed up, and then a little tiny map. Boop.
Like he opens that bag and the leather squeaks because it's been so crisp, so unused.
And just sitting there just to see if anyone, like, eyes super wide open, just like, does anyone bite? Did I actually pull it off, and or any of the adults want to play?
They just kind of like, hold on, let me roll for this. Okay, so Gala and Janva just kind of look at each other, and they're just like, Janva's like, you know what? I need 5 minutes to just not think about anything terrible.
That's what this game's about. You forget your life's worries. That's why it's so catching. But life is full of bull spit, and sometimes you just want to relax and just cut your lawn, or maybe you just want to fix your fence. That's what this game's about.
Gala just kind of like thinks for a minute, and she's just like, so a scenario. What if you have, say, a very unpleasant woman who's trying to run the entire neighborhood by herself? Like, how would we go about?
Well, depends on if you want to be a goody two shoes or a baddie two shoes. You can either submit complaints to the committee, but I guarantee you that's not going to solve anything. We can have missions where you go and egg her house and then leave cryptic notes. I once ran a campaign that was very successful where you go and you purchase a whole bunch of golden statues. The book says golden gnomes, but I think that's kind of antiquated and a bit wrong to say. But you get some garden creatures and then you put them all over her yard with letters that just say, "We know what you did." And then every night you change them until she stops doing what she did.
This sounds fun.
Yay.
So, like, what say you, Cole? And Cole's just like middle distance staring, just like, fuck it. Yeah.
Okay, so you roll 3d6 and then you subtract the lowest number. And then go through making character.
So everybody's making their own characters. Yeah. I'll say halfway through character creation, Spud just kind of gives a as he wants to play as well.
Oh, of course. Sheet, pencil, dice. I'm not going to like reach over. I'm just going to assume that he can write for himself and do all the things that Spud can do, and if they need assistance, I'll be there to assist.
Perfect.
Everybody has the sheet, and
Everybody.
I'm gonna like.
Grabbing her sheet.
I was gonna say, Cordelia, do you want to use your character? I know it's a little
pulls
bit
out-
higher levels than everybody else, but
Cordelia pulls out a folder and she just blows the dust off of it and opens it.
I was like, I have a level 1 character.
oh, okay, great, perfect.
Like, I
Okay,
have so many characters, I don't know which one to be.
so here's the scenario.
She
You
pulls
all
out a
wake up
binder
in the
that
middle of the night.
is
So everybody's
She's
learning.
also munching on the pie that's in front of her.
Of course,
yeah, that
yes.
pie looks delicious. As a person who has
Yeah.
not eaten Dintin.
People should eat dinner.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are playing Houses and Humans. I will say, roll me percentiles to see how well this game goes.
Where's my purple die? Yeah, there it is. Okie dokie. Alrighty, that is a 17.
17.
Mhm.
Okay. So it's a bit slow as you are teaching new players to play, and they're asking a lot of questions of, oh, what if I can do this? What if I can do that?
Oh, yeah.
And then you have Gala, who is like dead set on. I don't know what the Houses and Human terms for murder hobo is, but that's exactly what she's trying to do.
Karen.
Yes.
Karen.
I'm just saying, why can't I run my carriage through her house if she's being a complete bitch?
I mean, you can. It's just that people gonna not think you're cool anymore, and then it's gonna make my job a little bit more like. Okay, what
Well,
if
I
that
don't
happened-
care about being cool. I just care about her getting what she's owed.
Okay, like, well, in all reality, where things make sense, you can just fight her and, like, kill her. But, like, here, things have rules. And then there's, like, this quasi-military organization called the Popo, group of fascists who, like, organize things. So, like, we had to, like, deal with those consequences because then everyone would just start killing each other.
Makes everything easier.
Sometimes.
I mean, what was it, Cordelia? What was it that you did? You put instant mashed potato mix on her lawn? How did you do that?
Although I was saying that I will help her with her lawn, but I put wildflower seeds instead of fertilizer.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So she values her lawn above everything else.
Mhm. So we're just gonna wait maybe a week or two, and then the weeds will start growing.
Called the character flaw. It's a
Oh.
lot that we can learn from our character sheets. Sometimes we have personalities and ideals and flaws and bonds.
Oh, and you're going to put her in financial disrepair because now she's going to have to pay more for lawn services to take care of that. I see.
And then when she
That-
accuses you, you're like, I wasn't doing anything. Now,
Maybe
isn't
you
that
just-
a little bit racist for you to
I'm gonna
accuse
show her
me?
the bag that she gave me that I totally did not switch the insides of.
John was just like, I have no idea what's happening. I'm just rolling with it.
These math rocks are cool.
He's like, she's just like looking at her desk. She's like, I should get more of these.
Dice tower building.
Yes, she's. So that game is going great. So we're gonna go down to. Let me actually get everybody where they're supposed to be.
Oh God.
So we're gonna go now to the dungeon, as I'll call it.
Ooh, that's okay.
So you guys, as the door opens, you are met with this. Let me switch the music now. We are going to do dungeon sounds sound appropriate. This is what it is. You're met by this damp, musty smell as you enter into this very expansive, dilapidated room that is littered with crap, for the better part of the word. You have one side that is a little bit more put together, that has partitions for what looks to be like a resting space with books and chests. A nice little like sling hammock with a clean running water basin. You have work tables that have like different like potions and like knickknacks all just kind of like scattered around. You have a cage with a skeleton in it. You have what looks to be a munitions rack that has various firearms on it. In the center of the room, you have a wooden coffin kind of sitting on top of a stone dais that has various suspiciously red liquid bottles kind of strewn about. There is a snake just kind of coiled on top and just staring at you all with these little beady eyes. There's a rundown bed off in the far corner that has what looks to be a mummified husk of a body just kind of fetally curled in on itself. As a stranger kind of walks in behind you all, looks over at the bed, and he's like, "Oh no, Archibald! Yeah, we forgot to feed him. Oh well. At least, well, no, now we're out on rent. Damn. Anyway, Stranger goes over to the corpse and he just kind of like cracks the arms aside to open the fetal position. He starts rifling through his pockets. And he's like, make yourselves at home. As there is another corpse laying down on what looks to be a magic circle in front of this very detailed carving of what looks like a serpent head. There are several bones, as Stranger has promised you, patience. Some of them look to be dinosaur bones.
Nice. Ignore the dead bodies. Nice.
Yeah, just ignore the dead bodies, but there's some cool bones. There is, and you can see places where Stranger has walked, as there are various dirty footprints just kind of everywhere on the floor. Barefoot. As there are broken bottles, there's like a set of playing cards just kind of strewn about on top of the coffin. It looks like the snake had a winning hand. There seems to be a sewer grate that is covered by dirty laundry. And on the far end is what looks like a fireplace, but the fireplace looks like it's just filled with rocks. Just like filled like to the brim to where rocks are just spilling out of it.
Gotcha.
Stranger finishes rifling through poor Archibald's pockets. Oh, and there's a doll just kind of like hanging out like by the living space. Like this creepy little like porcelain doll just kind of like sitting up and staring at all you.
What you gonna do?
If you look at it, it kind of if you look at it and look away, you think it waved at you.
Yeah, Myria's getting the fuck away from that doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patience looking. It's not the same as the one doll that she saw back at.
No, it is not. This is a different doll. The doll that you saw in your dream was like a rag doll. This is like a little porcelain doll with like this like straw blonde hair and looks very.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
the kind of porcelain doll that you would find in a hammock on a pirate ship.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It's like, oh yeah, that is. I forgot her name again. Damn. I'm going to say that is. We're gonna call you Ragatha. How about that? Okay. Everyone, that is Ragatha. Say hello to Ragatha.
Kind of like, pointing a little bit, kind of like, so what's going on here?
Oh, that's a hobby project. Don't worry about it. As you look over, I forgot what I did with this corpse. Hold on. As you see, just like this corpse of like what looks like an armored knight, and there's like various tools just kind of strewn around in the magic circle. One of them being an ear of corn, and then a grappling hook.
Okay.
Like I said, hobby project. It's kind of I'm making it up as I go.
Okay.
Mind the simulacrums as he kind of waves at the floor, and like you see a skitter of roaches just kind of like fan out.
Love that.
Gross.
Love that. So
Yeah. I've been working on amassing an army. I found it's a lot easier to fragment your soul into smaller pieces than just to like make whole copies of yourself.
Wait, they're full copies of yourself around?
One or two. I kind of lost track of them ages ago. If you see one with a mustache, just know that is my evil twin. Stranger goes to go sit on this table. He's like, anyway, bring me the item. We're going to perform magic. Because I don't know if your father has told you this, but I am quite the accomplished spellcaster.
He doesn't talk about you.
Yeah, he doesn't like to. He likes to think he's better than us or something, or that we traumatized him. I don't think we traumatized him much. He did that all by himself. I mean, so what? We took him on one field trip to a library. But that's not my fault. Beerus lost him first. Beerus is like, bull fucking shit. You were the last one with the little bastard. I was signing the guest book.
Patience would pull out the mask. Just
He's
hold it
like,
out.
give me. Alrighty. And he takes it, and he's holding it. So he looks at it, and he's like gonna like rifle around in his pockets, and he like when he puts his arm into his pocket, you see his arm go like way deeper down than you would expect. And then he's like, no, and he like pulls out like random stuff, like a lead pipe, like a rotten banana, and then he's just like, oh, here it is, and he like holds out a little pearl, and he's like, I am going to cast a little identify spell. Hopefully it doesn't blow up. We'll find out.
Giant step back. Taking Gren with her, I will add, because I have no control over Gren.
Oh, whoops. Boop. As Gren is like trying.
Blow it up.
What?
Said you fucking red flapjack. If you blow up this goddamn lab, I don't think the lady up there is going to be very happy.
Point.
What? She loves me. I'm so endearing.
Patience looking back over at the coffin, just kind of looking at the snake. It's alive, right?
Yeah, it's a live snake. Like, it's staring at you.
It's not a poisonous snake, is it? Or venomous, I should say.
No, it's not. It's just it's like a black rat snake.
Oh.
It's just very long and very spooky looking. Stranger's just going to be casting Identify, and he's just like, yes, that is fun.
So what'd you figure out?
Well, this is obviously a mask.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Well, keep your diapers on. Hold on. Anyway, so this is a nice fancy mask that was crafted by Tiamat herself. So it is infused with all her power and knowledge and etc., etc. You are capable of exuding the type of damage, if I am to use business lingo here. Excuse me for my wizard jargon, but the damage type that you will be able to output is equivalent to the mask color.
The lightning.
Yes, precisely. And it also makes you resistant. It also gives you night vision if you don't have night vision already. It doesn't improve your current night vision. Does not stack. What else does it do? Let me see. Go find my book. But what else is it you're wanting to know? Anything. Give me anything.
Would I be under Tiamat's influence if I were to put it on?
Potentially, because if you do, you're going to have to make what we call in the industry a wisdom save.
Gotcha.
We're told there's no way to destroy it. Is
There
there
isn't.
to alter it?
Well, if you want to destroy it, you have to have Tiamat destroy it. Because it's her creation, so she's the only one capable of destroying it. Altering it, I don't know. You might need an artificer for that one.
I don't know artificers.
Stranger looking out into the audience. Is there an artificer in the house? Is there a doctor in the house?
For this game, no, huh?
No. Damn. Anyway, well, so point is, I mean, you could try. It's a matter of how skilled an artificer you have, or how skilled you are in altering magic items. You could try to dispel it, but you're going to need a very high level check to do that. However, this is a fun fact, by the way. So it gives you the knowledge to do the ritual to help bring Tiamat out. But here's the thing: the masks each hold a piece of that puzzle. So, in order to make all the puzzle pieces fit together, you have to combine all 5 masks. But each 5 mask has a clue to how to create the ritual. So chances are, if they already have 4 pieces of the puzzle, they already have 4 pieces of knowledge on doing the ritual. So technically, if they do some guesswork, they can still perform the ritual.
But doesn't it mean that they won't have necessarily the power in order to do it?
This is very true. They might not have the power. I mean, unless they get the hold of some really powerful arcane artifacts. But we don't know that for sure.
Or potentially the power of a dragon god?
Potentially.
Oh.
Why, do you know any dragon gods?
Yeah. A giant red asshole just ascended.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. I don't know. How much does he love his mother?
Seeing as he was trying to kill us in order to get the mask, I'd say pretty well.
Happy Mother's Day to her.
Fuck.
So they have a giant battery.
Aye. And his lair is the gateway between here and the fucking Well of Dragons.
Well, I mean, so you have options here. You have many options. One, you can destroy the well, as what was mentioned, which is an idea. I don't know what it looks like. I could probably do a little bit of spying, but if I get caught, I am not at fault. You can also hide the mask away, and hopefully they don't have enough guesswork to successfully complete the ritual, but that's a waiting game.
That's true.
Option C is you can kill the giant battery that they just made.
How do you expect us to kill that thing? He barely survived getting away from before it ascended.
Well, I mean, you survived.
Yeah, and I had to use 2 dragon gut bombs in order to fucking do it.
How many do you have any more? Are you done? Are you completely
No,
dead?
Unfortunately, I'm out of dragon gut bombs.
That is
I
a
don't have any
shame.
of the teeth anymore either.
Ah, that is a shame.
So, you said you could go and take a look at the well and see what's going on.
Oh, me, I'm not going anywhere. No. And he reaches into his pocket again and he pulls out this huge, obsidian crystal ball and he kind of sticks it in his lap. I call this working from home.
That's fair. Can you?
I could.
What do you need in exchange?
Well,
Not the mask.
not the what?
Not the mask.
Oh, hold on. I don't want your mask. Do you have any idea how much responsibility goes into caring for that mask? I don't want that.
How about 50 pounds of dragon hide? Fresh dragon hide.
Why do I need dragon hide?
Why do you need anything?
This is true. As Beerus will kind of lean back in his chair, and they kind of him and Stranger looked like they're having a silent conversation with just their eyes, and Stranger's just like, how about 25 pounds, and you knock off a favor.
How about 25 pounds? I knock off a favor for Stranger. You still keep the 2.
Oh, so now we're up to 4 favors? Is that what happened?
No, I said 3 favors.
Oh.
2 for Beerus, 1 for you, Stranger.
It's Beerus looks to Stranger looks to Beerus. They look at each other. Beerus just kind of shrugs. And he's just like, well, I'm going to need you to make me a persuasion roll.
Ah, fuck.
Stranger. Fourth
That's a 9.
So, how badly do you want to see this lair?
I'm gonna look at the little one and be like, what do you say? Looking at you, Patience.
Patient.
Sorry.
Myria looked
Yeah.
at Patience and was like, what would you want to do?
I mean, seeing the layer could probably give us a good, sight in on what to expect.
What do you want? Talking to you, you're at Flapjack. What do you want?
Mm. Well, I mean, if you just want to knock off the favors and keep all the dragon hide for yourself, I'd call it square. But save me a tooth.
Fine, I'll get you a bunch of teeth from the next dragon.
Oh, you're so sweet to me. As he will crack his fingers an uncomfortable amount of times. It's like, okie dokie, we are going to do a scrying. Well, hold on. If I may do a little meta in here. Do you want to do the scrying here, or would you like to take it upstairs for your whole team so that they can all have their different thoughts and opinions? I mean, you're the one saving the world here.
Let's do it upstairs where everyone can get a look at it.
Alrighty, and he's gonna just kind of like slither his way off the desk, like all joints cracking as he gets up.
I feel like
He's
while
like,
that.
alright. Yes.
Oh no, sorry. I was gonna say I would feel like while that entire conversation was going on, Patience would have gone over to the coffin, and you said there was a card game going on the top of the coffin.
Yes, there is a card game going on, like complete with like poker chips and everything, and it looks like the snake was winning.
She would probably like if it looks like it's an abandoned card game, she probably would like take the cards, set it up like solitaire, and just put it in front of the snake. Go, and here now you can have fun doing this since nobody else is paying attention to you.
The snake just kind of like does the little like snake eye blink at you, and then it just starts moving the cards with his little nose. So.
Yeah.
And then Stranger's like, alright, kiddo, grab your tooth and then we're getting out.
Okie doke.
And Stranger's gonna waltz over to the coffin. He's gonna gingerly lift the lid. He's like, I'm taking a juice box for the road. And he just like reaches in and pulls basically the D&D medieval equivalent of a blood packet out, and he sticks a straw in it.
Yay.
So, while that's going on, as you guys are heading back upstairs for the scrying. Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I was just about to switch to Hawk, but Hawk might have to leave early.
Oh.
Because heat.
Okay.
Which, it is technically almost time. If we want, we could do the scrying real quick. And then just, we can flash back to Hawk and Alina in that room next game.
Yeah.
Because it is 10 o'clock, so it's getting to that point for us, so let's do that real quick.
Okay.
So, alrighty. So let's throw everyone back. As Tarsius, you had the most riveting session of Houses and Humans. As it was very successful, you've converted everyone into playing.
That was great. Like, I mean, first time players, like, I think you had a handle on everything. How you handled the situation, how we took care of the Karens, like, I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, the Molotov cocktail, great. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Oh, hi everybody.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's like, that is the most fun I've had in eons.
It was, I
With the
mean,
little game. You are quite the masterful storyteller.
ma'am, it is all on you guys. I'm just here as a referee. Really, that it is everybody here.
All right, so as everybody comes back in from their respective adventures, Stranger is going to pull out his obsidian ore, his little orb, and he's going to set it on the table and be like, okie dokie, everyone. We have all come to an agreement. We're going to do a little scrying on your next leg of the journey.
Ooh.
So just to make things clear, you want to see the Well of Dragons, correct?
Or raise his
If
hand.
everyone's agreeing with that, then yes.
Can the well look at us back?
I mean, technically, if there's a high enough spellcaster there, then they could detect us, I guess.
Oh, okay. I mean,
But we'll find out. I'm not exactly, we'll fix it in post.
oh, okay, okay. What does that mean? Can tell that.
All right, so I get to scry on. Well, technically, I have to scry on a person. So, who do you want to pick? You want to pick Severin? You want to pick any of the people that you have encountered on your journeys?
I'm just looking at everyone else like,
Who,
you guys pick.
Who we think would be, if we try to get the well, who would be at the well physically doing the most interactions then?
I mean, if I can, interject as a voice of reason here. I mean, I would probably pick the person that's doing all the leading and the telling people what to do.
Severin.
Yeah.
All right, great. So I have heard about him. Do you have anything of his that I could use, like a piece of his hair or like a fingernail?
Patience regretting not grabbing anything off that fucking little pseudo dragon.
Scrap of his skin, per se. See, this is exactly why I collect things off of people. You never know when you're going to need it. Do we have a picture? I could use a picture.
I don't know whose bros these originally belonged to. I don't think this will work actually, because now they're mine. So the transference of ownership has changed. Never mind.
Yes, exactly. You've already attuned to it. It's the whole thing.
Does anyone have like a book or anything? Or
I mean, you have a book?
I had a book.
Oops. I mean, okay, do this for me. Can someone draw me what he looks like? I'll even work off of that.
Okay. Grab a pencil and I'm gonna draw a stick figure. Oh wait.
Perfect.
Bro, really bad. Definitely should have somebody else. Probably like Patience, who's an actual artist, do it.
Patience, would you like to draw Severin?
Want me to draw Severin?
I mean, you can't you could say that she drew him, and I can make you do a sleight of hand to see how well this picture goes.
Oh god, sure.
Sure, go for it. Roll me a sleight of hand. And you could just give us the art later.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Was it 8?
8? Okay. I mean...
Very angry eyes and big frown. There might be sharp teeth.
That's what I remember.
I can work with this. Alright. Envisioning him. I'm doing the scrying. Let us roll and see how we do. I'm gonna need you to give me my dice, please. All right, I have to roll for you. Okay.
Yes.
I shit you not. He rolled a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
So,
Mm.
as the image starts to come into starts to become clear to on the basically the Palantir as it is, and you guys are given the image. You see the back of Severin, this drow man who has his hood up at the moment, and when he turns, you can see part of his face just kind of burned away, like looking full fucking Harvey Dent. As he is standing in what is essentially almost an active volcano. As there are pillars just kind of like holding up the natural rock walls, as hot magma just kind of like pours down through like these open pockets that pool underneath this suspended kind of platform. And you see this immense, like this almost like a chasm of this great pit that just goes down into down into the volcano, like into the belly of the volcano. And you can see that he is watching as these red wizards are basically drawing this magic circle along the platform. And when you look across the rest, you see 4 more platforms, all on different sides, like of this chasm. And you can kind of gather that that's going to be the summoning point for each of the 5 mask holders. As strangers just kind of like, this is very anticlimactic.
I mean, I don't.
Anything else? Like, is there anything else you want to do? Like, you want to just keep watching him?
Patient's just like, okay, but yeah, he has the mask, but
And you will see that when he turns around, he has the red mask kind of like hanging around his neck, like on a leather band.
yeah, patient's just kind of like, okay, where the hell are the other ones?
Let us see. So, so you will see when he turns, he starts immediately talking to someone, like kind of like off screen, like as you're watching this. And as he walks, he's like the scrying spell shifts with him, and you see as they are walking out of this out of the well itself, and next to him is a old like this very old wizard looking man, who Janva will recognize as Galvin the Blue. As he's dressed in similar long robes as the Red Wizards, like it has the same like designs, but instead of red, he's wearing blue. As his hands are kind of like steepled together as he's walking and talking with Severin.
Wait a minute.
And they're what?
Did Java out loud say that was Galvin?
She's like, that's Galvin.
Patient, oh, he's the one with the shit security system. Got it.
She's like, I don't even have time to address that. But basically, And as they're talking, Galvin, talking to Severin, just like, have you heard any news? And Severin sounds very like hoarse and very haggard when he's like speaks, as almost like he's in pain and just very tired. He says, I've received word that Cormorant is on his way. Waterdeep is a crater. And Galvin's like, yes, but what about the mask? Does he have it? And Severin just, I don't know. I don't know. And Galvin looks very disappointed when he says that. Where he's like, we need that mask. We need it in order to complete this ritual. As Severin just kind of like waves him off, and it's just like he's like finally he like snaps. He's just like, I know. You will get your mask. Just have some fucking patience. Galvin just kind of like backs off, and Severin's just like he's like very like visibly angry now. And he's just kind of like throws his hands up, just like, everybody's just waiting around for something to for me to give them something to do. Do something for yourselves for once. I'm doing fucking everything. Beedoo. Sorry, Discord went off. I think
Mocking.
oops. In an almost mocking way. and then the scry disconnects. But so I believe you scry him for the next 10 minutes. And so Galvin leaves, and then Severin goes out, and you're basically just watching him walk, and he's like very trying to calm himself down. Like he's very like flustered right now. You know, believing that he's alone, so he's just like trying to keep it together. And every time like a lower level like cultist walks by, they like straighten up and they like act very like you know, that's their CEO boss, so they're like, sir, kind of thing, and he just kind of like puts on a face, just like whatever, and just walks by. And you basically start to get like a pathway of like him walking out of the temple and following basically just like this winding like natural rocky path through the volcano, and eventually just kind of like making his way to his like quarters, where he's just gonna kind of like sit at the vanity and just kind of like just take a breath for himself. Like, where are the notes on your room, sir? Found you. And so you just basically see like the most simplest of rooms. Like you would think that somebody who's running an entire cult has like the most lavish setup, of like filigreed like gold shit and like fancy like carpets and like beds and stuff. But what you see is a room that is akin to like any other clergyman. It is sparse. It is very bare. It's a single like twin bed with just a trunk that holds like clothes. And then you just see him sitting at his desk. And he's just like trying to collect himself. And then he just kind of like winces as he touches like the burned side of his face. And then he's just like talking to himself, just, I know. Well, where are they? I am just one man. If you have the power to know everything and do everything, then what? And he just like stops and he like winces again, just like, I apologize. I'm sorry, Mother. I didn't. And he's just quiet. And he's just sitting there. And then the scrying spell just stops. And Stranger's just like, wow, talk about the mommy issues. And that's where we're going.
Well,
You sitcom laugh track played off the played off with the Seinfeld bass.
You're right.
So, yeah.
after all that,
Yes.
Myria would mention what Stranger had said about using Cormorant as a battery, essentially,
Hmm.
to everyone. To be like, we're in a bit of a pickle, so we have a couple options being destroy the well or kill Cormorant.
Can we destroy a well? Like, I can destroy a physical item, but magical items seem to be indestructible. I can kill blood. If Coleman bleeds, I can kill it.
To destroy the well, it almost feels like you need to have something extreme, like a very, very potent arcane magic, maybe, to offset it.
Yeah, my skills are just with this thing, points at axe. But I go with you guys. My vote's to face a big dragon. That's because I don't know any magic. That's the only reason why. I'm still learning.
Well, this is going to be a great learning curve for you.
Oh, hey, cool.
What say you, Miss Mysterious Snake Lady?
I'm just like going.
Yeah, she's sitting there eating her pie, just like, huh?
Well, if that's the party consensus, then
So, what was that? Like, you were very soft.
if that's what we're gonna be doing, then let's go. I'm just eating,
Okay.
and then scritch the neck of Spud because Spud's been there the whole time.
He just shakes his head and enjoys the scritches as he just like leans into it.
She's kind of on this moment too. I'm like I'm also kind of distracted in some way of form. When we were playing Houses and Humans, I'm also distracted, kind of RP the level up.
Yeah,
A little
okay.
bit distracted looking at my skin.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey brother, my skin's a little bit scalier than normal. Do you know it?
What? Oh, do you need a lotion?
I don't know.
You need some Vaseline.
I need some Vaseline. Some Aquaphor, please.
You can run a steam bath if you like.
Get you some hot towels. All right. So that's so we're voting to destroy the well. Is that the thing we're voting on, or
Good idea.
I mean,
fair?
At the moment, because we can't really destroy the mask, then destroy the way to perform the ritual? Question mark.
So, here's the thing with trying to destroy the well, though. We're still gonna have to fight Cormorant. We're still gonna have to fight everyone else.
So, well means Cormorant plus individuals, or just Cormorant themselves. Regardless, we're gonna have to fight Cormorant.
Precisely.
But if we defeat Cormorant, then they have no battery source.
Which means they don't have a way besides the masks to open up the gates or whatever from her hell prison thing. Wherever the fuck she is.
Well, let's go after Cormorant. I mean, anyway, I think it's personal. They attacked our family, so let's go get them.
Nalina's just like, wow, it's so great that you actually have an army that's like literally camped right outside the well, just waiting for them to make a move. Crazy.
That's very convenient.
Almost like we were planning this for like months.
What?
So if you guys need, the cover to get in and do what you got to do to, stop this bitch from wrecking our shit, then by all means.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Where is the well located? Precisely? Is it?
So
above
the well
ground,
is. Oh, so let's go to the map.
or is it under?
Let's go to the big map.
Just gonna be like, well of dragons right here.
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. Let me
But, like,
do a quick.
That's not in like
I moved the thing.
printed like material for like a commoner, but like I assume most it is like here's where you don't go.
There you go. Right there.
Okay. Is the well itself underground? Do you know?
So the well itself, by my flavor, because it makes sense for it to be the well, is the well is going to be this volcano, like this active volcano within the mountain range.
Ooh, love that.
And then right within the Skull Gorge, not listed on this map because I made it up, is going to be a fortress that is right before the well, and that is known as the Red Gate. And the Red Gate is going to be basically the protective stronghold that is protecting the well and all of the cultists that are working to get Tiamat out of hell. And the one who is in charge of the Red Gate is Cormorant. That is his stronghold.
Okay, well that's when that was explained to Cordelia. Oh, that's a little bit than I thought.
Yeah.
Think.
Sorry, you cut out at the end for me.
Oh, that was a little bit difficult than I thought it would be. I thought, for some reason, I was thinking the well is just just kind of there, and we can
It's just like a well on a
accidentally
hill.
land the sky castle on top of that well.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking! I
destroy
swear to
it.
God. I mean, that is an idea.
Land a whole comet onto it.
You're gonna have to convince the giant that
All
runs
right.
the castle. It's certainly an idea.
is indeed.
So, all right. So the plan, and Alina will basically tell you, is like, if you want, I can have Aunt Betsy redirect this demiplane, and we can drop you off with the, with the army. We can negotiate with, my husband and see what we can do to help you guys out.
Okay.
But either way, we're stationed right outside the Red Gate. That's where we're at.
Alright, I took a powering up, I'm ready to go.
Okay. So I will say with what's going on with you guys just hanging out in Aunt Betsy's cozy little cottage, it is so comfortable and you were so relaxed and well fed that you guys get a long rest.
Heck yay.
Cool.
Get my stuff back.
So you guys are over here now in the High Forest. So we will end it there, and we will pick up with Hawk and Alina's little sibling moment, if they have one, and then get you guys out to stop Tiamat from showing up. Don't forget, you have a birthday. You have a birthday party you got to get to.
God, birthday party.
Yeah.
So don't forget your presents.
God.
I'm still painting mine.
Okay. Perfect. All right, so that's it for tonight. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching, and we will see you all in 2 weeks.
Alright,
Yeah.
everybody, please be safe.
Bye.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.